Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up to the Rare Breed family, y'all? I'm Demi the Nine. Come on in. We're about to talk about this. Okay, y'all. So, if you're used to watching my videos, you already know I really don't speak on certain things. I don't speak on other people or anything like that. That's not my thing. But I have to speak on this Shannon Sharpe situation because, y'all, this here is crazy. This is crazy. But let me start off by saying this is a prime example of the type of behavior that I talk about. I mentioned in one of my videos or either one of my shorts, because y'all talk so much, I know everything is just similar. You know what I'm saying? But he's been in this game for decades. You see what I'm saying? Like, multi-millionaire, wealthy man. Don't know him personally, so I'm not gonna say anything. Hopefully that it's not too disrespectful, but this is the prime example of how I say God will give you certain things. You can get to a certain level and just be living good, and boom, you see what it is? It's like humiliation, and in front of the world, from both sides of the tracks. Everyone knows who Shannon Sharpe is. If not, they know now. You know what I'm saying? Messing with a 19-year-old girl when he is almost 60. I think he's like 58 or something like that. But to put himself in that position after he has worked so hard, y'all, to get to where he is, because I know he didn't snap his fingers and this stuff came overnight. But it's almost like he lost everything overnight. Now, I don't know him personally, but in my eyes, I look at certain things as spiritual. I look at damn near everything as spiritual, because that's what we do over here. We're chosen. We're going to look at things how we look at things, and based on what we're used to and certain things happening. But I feel like, and I'm gonna call this girl a child or a baby. Like, 19, your mind is not developed. You don't even really know what you want to do with your life around that time. For most 19 years old, like, you're just undeveloped, in my opinion. Yeah, you are considered grown once you turn 18. Some people even put their kids out when they turn 18. I'm not that type of person that would just throw my kids out, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I do have a teenage child that will be 18 soon. And I can't imagine someone almost 60 years old trying to engage and do anything with them. It's like, that's like what, your grandchild or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this is all spiritual. Now, whether that girl was lying or not, for something like that to go down, unless this is just for entertainment, I don't know what goes on in the celebrity world. But I feel like this is very spiritual. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, even if what they had going on was how they do in their role play and whatever, because y'all know it was voice recordings and all of that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he crossed someone else, but that was his karma. When he started messing with that 19-year-old, that was his karma. You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, I'm not saying that what he did with her was right, wrong, whatever. None of us was there. But what I will say is that somewhere along the line lies the truth. You know what I'm saying? She could have opened up to him and said anything along the way, like, you know what, I feel comfortable around you. You are a certain age. I feel protected. I feel safe. Because being a 19-year-old girl, there's no telling, what she has been through in her life to the point that she would mess with someone that age. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not making up excuses for him or her. I'm just out here neutral, y'all. I don't take sides and things like this that doesn't have anything to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But he could have really took advantage of her, or let's say if he didn't, he could have took advantage of someone else, and that person could have been a chosen one, because y'all already know God does not play about his chosen. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is not going to like you in life. Fine, cool. You know, it is what it is. That's part of life. But to put someone in a compromising position and to make them feel uncomfortable, and you know you have the upper hand, is just wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, for one, what do you want with this child? What could someone that's almost 60 years old possibly want with someone that young? Like, we really have to, like, do better, y'all. Like, it's okay to be a certain age and to want younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may make you feel good or whatever your preference is. You know, I haven't got to 60 yet, but when I get there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be boundaries. You know, I'm not messing with a 19, 20-year-old. That's just not happening. Point blank, period. But at the same time, it's like, what mentally, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at mental issues on both sides with him and her. And I honestly feel like maybe he was trying to make up for lost time and not making it right for what he did, because it was wrong. Point blank, period, it was wrong. But I remember watching like a interview about him talking, and he was saying how his whole life, even if he would date here and there, he only breathed the NFL. Like, that's all he did. So he probably felt like being younger, he really didn't get to do everything he would like to do, and he just kind of want to relive that. But at the same time, you have to look at reality. Reality is you're not 20 years old anymore. So even if you mess with someone that age and you are a certain age, you just can't relive that. Point blank, period. We all wish we could turn back the hands of time, because Lord knows I do. If I could turn back the hands of time, I would have did so many things differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have went through half of the things that I felt like I went through. And I'm sure a lot of us feel that way. But I sense mental issues on both sides. I do. Because there's no way. And it's a lot of 19, 20-year-olds who don't even want someone that age, unless they are looking for a sugar dad or a sugar mama. You know what I'm saying? Even then, that person kind of know what's up. But then again, they kind of don't. Because, you know, some people in this world can be real convincing. You know, some of them, they can meet and talk about what it is they want. And of course, it's something else. You know what I'm saying? People are very sneaky. They lie. But whatever it is, it still didn't make it right. And to give this girl, not even 21 years old yet, not nowhere near her 30s, $23 million. I know his mama is like, boy, what the hell? You know, because it goes deeper than that, y'all. Because a lot of us up here are parents. Like, how would you feel knowing that your child went out and did something that fucking stupid? 23 million, not 2,300, not 23,000, $23 million. He has set her up for generations to come. Like, this girl is set for life. As long as she don't go doing stupid stuff and just blow through it all. Because, you know, some people got habits, you know what I'm saying? And then she's young, so all these people who were never her friends are going to come around needing this and wanting that. And, you know what I'm saying? For her to already be messing with someone his age, where are your parents anyways? You know, was everyone in on this? Because it's like, I know she didn't sit back and just think about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she didn't come up with this plan alone. You know, she had to have friends, family, someone. Even if she already had a real boyfriend and he put her up to do it. Because y'all would be surprised. We don't know how this thing went down. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is this had to be some form of karma for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really pissed off the wrong people, the wrong person. Like, Cause this here is crazy work, y'all. This shit is crazy. And then as a parent, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to buckle down on y'all kids before they hit an age like that and do something like that, because it makes the whole family look bad. You over here 60 years old, you messing with this baby, and then gonna lose $23 million that he could have kept in his own family. He could have, hell, 23. He could have gave 23 people $1 million, and then they could have doubled and tripled that, and brought him back something. You know, like anything. That's a lot of money to lose. In the way that he lost it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was a terrible car accident and he got sued, and this was something that could have been prevented. Chosen One, see, I know over here, this Rare Breed family, y'all, we way smarter than that, but y'all need to start informing other people to be smarter and not to go out here and do something so reckless and so crazy. Like, it's really not that deep. It's really not that serious. Even if he wanted someone younger, with him being 60, he could have got someone that was 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people aging good nowadays. You know, so it's like, what what was the cause of all of this? Like, what was he really expecting to get out of this at the end of the day? Did he think that it was going to become a marriage or something? Like, was he building towards something? Because I think the relationship between him and this 19-year-old girl went on for about 2 years. And you couldn't see none of this shady stuff coming your way in 2 years. You couldn't figure her out, to the point he allowed this child to finesse him the way she did. And to come up, hell, she did better than Cassie and Diddy situation. You know what I'm saying? At least Cassie went through certain things and was with Diddy for years. This girl wasn't even around that long and got $23 million. What in the devil's work is going on? All I know is, Chosen Ones, do not get caught up in a scandal like this, because this is scandalous. You know what I'm saying? And he wants people to just forget, came out and made the announcement how he was fired from, what is it, ESPN or the NFL, whatever it is, because I didn't really, that's not what I do, so I don't know all the details, but I think it's ESPN. Like, just shut up at this point. And take your L. Because this really could have been prevented. You know what I'm saying? Like, just take your L. He wants to say, well, it is what it is. It's in the past. No. Some people just not going to let that go. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you are of a certain color. Because some people haven't even let go of the whole slavery thing, you know? Me personally, I don't look at color at all. I don't care what color you are, but you have a lot of people who are really pro-black, and they have not let go of a lot of things, so they feel like, you know, you went over here and I made the rich richer. It's how a lot of people are looking at. Everyone is entitled to feel how they want to feel in their own opinion. And I'm not against anyone's opinion. I'm just here for talk. But I really had to speak on this because this right here is just crazy. And I know his mom raised him better than that. You know, so all we can do is continue to be there for the people who allow us to be there, especially if you're raising teenage kids right now, like I am. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure they grow up to know better. I don't care if they're in the NFL or at Walmart. They need to know better, because it's just not a good look for them, especially being a man in this world. Men are supposed to protect. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, for this 19-year-old girl to do what she did not feel protected. And hell, for her to be messing with someone that age, where's her family? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just speaking on, you know, The fact he was this big black man and the money. But then I'm still looking at it from every angle. Like, where's her family? Like, what's going on? Like, who allowed this to happen? I mean, people are sneaky. We all been teenagers before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not making up any type of excuse, but to be that age and to mess with someone that age, and then for all of this to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just got to look at this as an overall thing, like from both sides. You see what I'm saying? Now, it don't make it right if she lied. They don't make it right. And even though he went through what he went through, if she's lying, she's definitely going to get her karma. Because she was still of age, even though she's a young age, you know, and he's older. But it could just be the fact that he really crossed someone. Because sometimes, y'all, when a narc or a demonic person, and they're like the same thing, when they cross certain people, they probably got away with it with that person. But then you run into someone else and you don't get away with it. Because you best believe for him to have did whatever it was he's done in their relationship, you best believe she is not the first 19-year-old he encountered. You know what I'm saying? This was not his first time. He was real comfortable, like, in those recordings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't the first time. But after that, he just took, hopefully it's the last. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this was his wake-up call, because some people are just hard-headed. He was warned by other celebrities, and he probably do got family and friends that were saying certain things to him, because he loves to talk. You know what I'm saying? We can see that. He has a podcast. He yap. Hell, I thought I yap. So he definitely knows better. I don't feel bad or feel sorry, you know what I'm saying, about what happened. I just feel like, I just feel bad, you know, because this really could have been prevented. But y'all, we gonna talk about it in the comments, you know. Comment and let me know what you think about this situation, you know. Like, this is crazy. And hopefully, as a whole, everyone can just do better. No one is perfect, and I say that on this channel all the time. We are not perfect. But some things can really be prevented. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have to choose a 19-year-old, and then to the point that she's recording stuff, have all these receipts. That's why if you're going to be in a relationship, situationship with people, and you really don't know them like that, you need to watch yourself, because you don't know who's recording what. You don't know who's keeping text messages. You know, you just don't know. Stop thinking that you know people like that, because you don't. The only person you really need to build a close relationship with is God. And he will put the right people. You know what I'm saying? If Shannon Sharpe wasn't out here moving how he was moving, God would have been put him a decent woman in his life. And he probably have had plenty. That's not to doubt his past. But, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just don't want to settle at certain times. Or maybe he don't want to settle at all. I don't know. All I know is that this was definitely the wrong move. And I'm hoping that men, y'all need to choose better and be wiser. When you get older, you become wiser. You're supposed to become wiser. You know what I'm saying? You don't supposed to start thinking backwards and want to live out a little teenage fantasy. Your time has came and gone, and you need to accept that. Point blank, period. Like, it's no excuses to be made for him. But hopefully he learned from this, and he just continues to move forward and rebuild and find someone his age. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what has happened with messing with a teenage child, a teenage girl, and for women too. You know, it can be man, woman, whatever. At a certain age, just know that It's not worth it. And this should set an example for a lot of people. Even if you're his age right now, you're talking to someone that's younger, go ahead and delete them and block them, and just keep it moving, because you don't want to end up like that. That's like, in my mind, I'm like, what is this, a humiliation ritual? Like, what's going on? Because this is crazy, and it could have been prevented. It's billions of people in this world. It's not, I'm not gonna say it's not hard, but to find someone your age, it's not, and it wasn't that deep. He could at least got someone in their 20s or even 30s. You know what I'm saying? But let the world tell it. I think that a lot of young people feel like once you hit 30, you just ran through and dried up and your time has came and gone. But wait till you get there if you're not already there. Hey, to each his own in life. I had to speak on this, y'all, because Chosen Ones, like I said, this is an example of how you can have certain things in life and God can build you up, and you know what I'm saying, he can take it all from you if you don't deserve it. And then again, probably on God that built him up. It was the devil's work that got him there, and God was the one that set it straight. Like, look, you didn't earn this my way. You earned this another way. Because like I said in another video, a lot of these demonic people want out of their contract. You know what I'm saying? They done pissed off the wrong people in life. But decisions is not ours, you know what I'm saying? Everything is left up to the Most High. And y'all stay prayed up. And like I said, you know, Chosen Ones, continue to be smart. Continue to motivate people. Continue to spread a lot of encouragement. And if you know someone that is that young and they're messing with someone that age, try to step in and figure out what's going on and get that person some help if they need it. Because, you know, have ran into people, and being a woman, you know, having friends and they have sugar daddies and all this other stuff going on because of things not being right in their life. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, as a whole, hopefully everyone can just learn how to do better in life and to not take a L like that. $23 million. Like he don't have children. And a lot of people was speaking on, I heard he had a daughter that was getting married and gave her a budget. Now, you know, lost all of this to a 19-year-old girl. To be honest, I wouldn't even, I would have just stayed my ass off of the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just look at it like, well, he look at it like it is what it is and want to move forward. Nah. You need to go and sit down and talk with someone, because he needs some type of help mentally, in my opinion. But, you know, let's just, you know, get everyone else's opinion. We're all entitled to it. You know, he messed with this child and allowed her to make all of this public, knowing that he is a superstar, like he's a star. He's been in this game for decades. He built wealth and then lost some of it. Not saying he can't get it back, because he seems like a very nice, intelligent man until it comes to, I guess, his personal life. You know, so I don't know, y'all. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have not already, join the Rare Breed family, y'all. This is a safe place and we're going to talk about it. But just know that this is how God can do. You can be up one day and he will take it all from you if you do not deserve it. Don't play in God's face, y'all. And first and foremost, the most important thing, do not play with a chosen one. Do not joke on them. Do not talk about them. Do not think you can get over on a chosen one, doing certain things and think it's not going to come back to you tenfold. Because God does not play about his chosen. Okay? And just because you don't consider yourself chosen doesn't mean you are not chosen. Because sometimes you've been through so much in life, you don't even notice. You just keep moving forward and you keep building for yourself. And that's a good thing. But just know that if someone has crossed you and you know you have a pure, good heart, Just know that God is going to get that person. You don't have to do anything. Let God handle it. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in another video. Bye, y'all.